guys, we're back doing a farm part 2 video here, and I'm going to be showing you guys some of the things I missed in the last video. Okay, so as we can see, I just scouted my farm, and we only have 1.4 million wood to take, okay? Now that you guys see that, we're going to
let's have some
jump over there, and I will show you guys some of the things I missed here. Okay, so load this up. Alright, so we've seen that we had 1.4 million wood. As you can see, there's about like 6 million, 6.1 million gap here, and the rest of them, you know, obviously are even, but it's only showing that I can steal 1.4 million wood. Okay, now why is that? Alright, it's because you should not be upgrading your storehouse, okay? So as you can see here, it says 4.6 million storehouse capacity, but that's actually wrong. It actually protects each of these, you know, so 4.6 million of these, right? I think it's up to 4.6 million, that's what the total capacity means, but yeah, so basically we can't steal because I upgraded this. So when you're making your farm base, you shouldn't be upgrading your storehouse, right? You don't want to upgrade it like me. I upgraded it to 16. Now see, if I upgrade it again, I'll gain another 1.4 million that's protected. See, my base here is my town center is 19. So you don't want to be upgrading your storehouse. Now another thing is that I failed to mention in the previous video is you should be doing your daily missions in your farm, right? And why is that? Because as you can see here, you get 10k bread, but 440 of them, right? You can do this every day, and we'll claim these here, and we'll get to the next chest, hopefully. Yep. And you can see now you get 440 wood, and then I think, yeah, so then you can get 881k stone. So you can get 880k stone each day from doing this, and then 220k iron from doing this one. And I think this one actually doesn't have anything. Yeah. So the first two don't either, right? They have gems and some speed ups, which could come in handy, but probably not in your farm. But yeah, so you're gonna want to get to 120 points, 160 points, right? You're gonna want to get to at least here every day on your farm account. I mean, it's not too hard, you know. Train some troops, you know, heal some injured soldiers, right? And do some missions. Another thing is you should be doing these missions. I think I said in a previous video it doesn't really matter, but you can easily stack up some resources by literally doing nothing, pretty much just spending some stamina that you have saved up. So you're gonna want to do that. And while you're doing this, okay, you should just send out all these, capture everything, right? But you're doing this because of one reason only. Obviously, you go in here, click reports, and then you claim, right? Now, if you do all of them at once, right? I think it's about 8 missions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because there's 2 right here. So there's 8 missions that refreshes every, you know, 8 hours. Sometimes if you don't clear them all, they'll still stay for a bit, right? If you click on them, you can see like expires and there's a time limit. So you can sometimes get way over 8. Obviously, if you level up your intel here, you can go all the way up to level 20 for intel, but when you get to a max level, it will just put new missions out there. And sometimes it kind of sucks because you won't have any stamina to actually do the missions, right? But you just want to run through all these missions, and it doesn't really take long, right? I mean, these ones are super fast, done right away. And you can see there that you get a bunch of loot, right? You're going to want to keep claiming your loot, get as much loot as you can. And then, now to move on to part 3 of this video here. Okay, so we can go in here to resources, right? And then if we click this, right, you can see in stock, and then items. So these are my items that I have in my backpack, right? So I have like 64 mil and stuff. So I'm showing you guys this, that you can take, like, let's say the bread. So I've, you know, been saving up those 10k ones from the daily mission one, you know, of each of these, and then here's the 1k, and here's the 1k. So obviously I've been not getting to iron too much, but you guys should be trying to get to this one, obviously, in the daily missions. And then normally I just do this, you know, leave like a little bit left to use for later, and it will give you this message. Obviously if you click the one thing, it won't ever pop up again, but just do that. And we're gonna raid this farm for all that it's worth. Let's do that, just in case I want to upgrade something. So now you can see we're now way over on some of the things. Now, they just added heroes on day 55 of every single server in the game, right? You can normally check this by clicking this, but obviously I've only signed in for 4 days straight on this account. But one way to check is if you go to the world and you click the King's Castle, yours will have a certain timer on it, right? You'll have a timer like this, and it should have fog over it. When the King's Castle opens, I think it's right after that you actually, once the battle ends, once it hits, it ends at, like, for me it ended at like 1800 UTC, and then, you know, when it hit 00 UTC, then the pets came out. So as soon as this King's Castle battle's over on your server, the pets should come out. And why am I talking about pets? Because there is the bison, right? And as you can see, this is going to be essential to get on your farm, and you should be trying to get his ability unlocked. I messed up a little bit, and I accidentally got these two unlocked and didn't save enough food for my bison here. You can see he's level 7. Need more food, but I don't want to spend any money. So you want to get the skill unlocked. Why? Because obviously when you use it and then you send it to the next resource tile, it instantly collects it. All right, instantly complete the gathering upon reaching the next wilderness resource tile. So what you want to do for that is, obviously, because you have done this, so everything up here will be unlocked, right? And you want to find like a level 8 mine with like 14 million wood, whatever, you know. Obviously you want to be finding, like, you know, something worth sending him to, you know. So maybe you want to send him to iron, right? And there's no full ones. Everyone's just chewing these things up, huh? There we go. Okay, so see, it takes 17 hours to gather all of this. So you just want to send the bison, you know, click the bison's ability and send some troops there, and it'll instantly gather it, right? And you can do that every, like, 1 day and 12 hours, it looks like. For as a cooldown, 1 day, 11 hours. But as you upgrade them, actually, you can get it down to 15 hours. But, I mean, on your farm account, if you're not really spending money, guys, I mean, you're probably not going to be able to achieve that without, like, spending money, which, I mean, I would say is pretty dumb on your farm account, right? So, I would just say, for this, we're going to not be doing, I wouldn't be spending any money, and I don't think you guys should either. So, we're gonna raid this thing, and I'll show you guys how to do it here. I didn't really show you guys last time, so we're gonna jump back up here. And what you want to do now, so you can see that takes like a minute, so that actually might work in our favor. And we're gonna want to get as many soldiers out of here as we can. I actually got raided, so some of my guys died. Let's see, I can't even send out anymore. Okay, so while this is doing that, and that's marching, we're gonna jump over here real quick. Wait. How long is that gonna take? Yeah, it's probably short. settings, jump over here, right? And now that you have no troops, you guys seen I couldn't send out any more troops in that second mine. So when you're raiding your farm account, you know, for me, I'm not even gonna port next to it. I put it pretty close for a reason. Right, so it's just right over here for me. And I'm not even I'm gonna scout it actually, just for you guys, so you guys can see how much we're gonna get out of this. Let's see, these guys are actually coming back. Yeah, we probably won't be able to raid it before those guys come back. I might have to jump back and forth. But yeah, so you guys wanna be scouting it, right? Because as you can see here, we'll go back, and this is our original scout that we started with, and you can see the total amount of troops in there. And you want 0 troops just so that you can not kill all your gatherers, right? Because your troops are what gather all the resources. So you guys should be working on the bison pet, getting him his ability unlocked. Even if it's just level 1, that's good enough, you know, because then every like day and a half basically you can go on there, send him out, and you know, get him to do the stuff that you need. So as you can see, now this place is loaded up. You guys see that? So this is why you need to be doing your daily missions, and now I can just come along and steal all these. Now this looks like it's gonna hit worse, so we're gonna jump back really fast and resend those guys out. So when you're raiding your farm, you do not want any troops in there, you guys, because here, I'll show you what happens. So I let a teammate of mine steal what was left here, and then of course some guy came along and he hit my base and there was nothing to plunder, so then he went and I started attacking my squads off the mines, and he killed like 11,000 of my soldiers, another 2,000. So that's why my attack or my gathering's not very good anymore. Like I can't send out a full, you know, gathering on like bread or wood or anything like that. We're actually gonna go for stone. So send these guys out. Is that completely fill this up? What's going on here? Okay, we're missing one soldier somewhere. Whatever. Okay. Now we'll jump back and we're gonna raid this thing. So, guys, to recap, do not upgrade your storage in your farm base because it will block you from grabbing resources. Now, some of mine, right, some of mine are now protected by that storehouse, but this is what you should do. Just send like your top 3 attacks. You might lose some troops doing this, right? If you don't, obviously, send out all your troops. Now, I think that the heroes do sometimes kill some of your main accounts, soldiers, because there's like the wall or whatever in this. Like, there's like the little defensive wall, and the heroes are inside of that. So, even me sending these 3 attacks here, it's gonna really just depend if the troops die or not on how strong the armies are. So I'm gonna send my best 3 here, and we're gonna speed these up, make it a little faster. But yeah, so to recap, do not upgrade your storage. Do your daily missions up until 270 points at least, right? And then use your backpack, your little thing here, and you can see I have a bunch of resources, so I really don't need the farm, but I love having extra resources because the T10 troops, guys, are so expensive that you really don't want to be running out of resources randomly, right? And like when you're building fast or you're trying to do Governor's Hall and you're using speed ups and stuff, you run out of resources probably even before the speed ups. I mean it's just typical. So yeah, so do your intel missions as well, and yeah, and then just use your resources in a line and raid yourself. Now, you can see here, 4.1 mil, right? And 0 losses, so they didn't actually kill any of my troops, so it worked out this time, where I didn't have any troops. See, sometimes the heroes, I think that they still kill your troops, but maybe because I have T10s and these guys are so weak, but yeah. So, just do that, you know, and then you can obviously, as your big guys are walking back, returning, you can send a scout and check it again, right? And then what you want to do is go back to your little base and rebuild this little like wall, right? It'll have like a little wall at the guardhouse or whatever it's called, and just hit repair if it's damaged. Sometimes it's damaged, sometimes it's not. I don't really know why. Sometimes it is damaged, and sometimes it's not. Like, it's kind of odd. I don't know. I think it just depends if you got heroes or not. But so here, now we can see we've taken about 10 million of the bread, you know. So I'm gonna keep raiding this thing until it's dry, right? Because we don't want anyone else getting these resources. So we're just gonna keep sending these attacks, right? Yeah. So, guys, that's the farm video, and don't leave any resources behind. And if you guys have a dangerous like server, right? Like, let's just say you have a farm account and it's, you know, even your main account's always getting smacked around. Just try to save up those resources in the backpack and only pop them when you're about to raid it yourself. All right, I don't think that you guys should be just leaving all your resources vulnerable all the time. Like, obviously I do on my main a little bit. I mean, not very much, but more than on my farm, right? I only save up the shielded resources on the farm. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys, and I will be dropping a SwordLand video tomorrow.